Mitakai Orison. So this is part 2, following just a few seconds after I stopped recording part 1. God is real. I believe that He created us. I mean, this is a grand experiment, right? He created us with everything that we need. We have intellect, we have compassion, we have our brains and our hearts, we have our skins, we have our bodies, which function so well. We have a life, a universe of life that, because of the way it was set up, things happen. You know, one event leads to another. And for example, COVID-19. This is not God saying, hey, time to zap those earthers, my creation. It is not God punishing us. It is not God rewarding us, as ludicrous as that may sound. It is simply letting events play out. And there are a million, trillion different things that happen that leads to COVID-19 and the many variants that we are experiencing. This is life in 2020. So everything else that we've been given, gifted with the amazing resiliency of the human body and of the human spirit, and that community, that drive for a community that I mentioned in chapter 1, we survive. We even find a way to thrive. 2020 was about COVID and also about horrible political arguments. Believe it or not, folks, I am not political, but I address political topics from a spiritual, from a social, from an emotional and mental point of view, from the perspective of the network, the organism, this complete organism that we are, the physical, the mental, the emotional, and most importantly, the spiritual. Politics has been used to create so horrible discord. And I address this. I address these political points from a spiritual perspective and from wanting humanity to thrive. That there has been, and unfortunately will continue to be, injustice in this world because humans are frail and often selfish and self-absorbed. That this is true is simply a fact of life. Injustice should be addressed, and injustice should be redressed. But if we are going to look upon God, right, because both the folks on the right and the folks on the left are claiming that God is on their side. If we look upon political points as God doing his or her thing, God's going to do whatever God wants to do. And I firmly believe it is our task, our obligation, to be responsive to that and to believe in God. Injustice must be redressed. But in doing this, if that includes revenge or retribution, this is not of God. Brother Martin did not believe in retribution. Brother Malcolm did not believe in retribution. They had different ways of going about the redemption, the salvation, the uplifting of their people, but not through revenge. That's never what it was about. We must constantly strive to better not only ourselves, but our communities, our nation, our world, our people. This is God's work. And this is what we must do every second. And this is what we can do, because this is how strong and resilient and compassionate and wonderful God created us. So Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Christus Kwanzaa. Right now, Happy Sunday or Saturday. Happy December. Love and peace. Talk to you soon.